Yo YouTube, what going? You know it's the boy Sadiq and we back again for another. Hey, back again for another video, man. Yo, shout out to the Kaale gang for being in there, for being consistent, for being disciplined with you. That's all that you can ask for. That's all that we can ask for. In fact, every day, if you have that goal in mind, if you keep on moving toward that goal each and every day, the person you become will be the one you've always dreamed of. With that said, and with all things considered, let's get into the video, man. Alright, cool gang. Today we'll be discussing something that we've been discussing on the low in every single video. You know, our philosophy over here is that we keep grinding on our journey each and every day. And the word journey is used to substitute that word success. Now, we'll be discussing this in a particular way. I want you to make sure that before you continue this video, you can pause it right now. Pause it right now, get yourself a pen and a piece of paper, and we'll be working together to finish this video. Okay, so if you want to pause it now, go ahead. If you already have these apparatus, we'll just continue right now. So this video is dedicated to valuing today. I think many times we allow our dreams to get carried away in the future. Our dreams are so lofty, they're so huge that we see them as distant stars, and we resign ourselves to chasing it for the entirety of our lives. But one thing that we keep on neglecting is the definition of the word success. Now, I ensured to do research for this video. I ensured to consult the masters with regards to this. So I'll quote him, Earl Nightingale. He's known as the Dean of Self-Development. His work was popular throughout the 70s, 80s and 90s. He's a remarkable man. You can look him up yourself, Earl Nightingale. He said the definition of success is the progressive realization of a worthy ideal. I repeat that. The progressive realization of a worthy ideal. Now, when we consider the definition of success, you can wonder, in fact, you can conclude that if you have a goal in mind, if you have a worthy ideal in mind, anything you work on daily leading up to that, you are indeed a success. So changing our philosophy and our perspective on success itself will change not only our self-image, but how we go about moving toward our goal. So then we move on to the next aspect of our video. We move to this part where we need to start taking action. It's time for good intentions to become good actions. Good intentions are good. But a good intention cannot put food on the table. A good intention cannot pay the bill. A good intention must lead to a good action. So I say this to say this. We must move our dreams and manifest them in daily steps. You see a very good athlete, very successful athlete. Let's look at Usain Bolt, for instance. He holds world records on multiple stages, the world championships, the Olympics, and we see him as the fastest man alive. But what we don't see is the work that he had put in months, years before those big tournaments. before he became the champion, and before he was awarded with the medal, what was happening on the low, Usain Bolt was putting in championship work. So was Usain Bolt a success after he won the gold medal, or was he a success while he was training for the gold medal? That's right. He was a success while he was training for that gold medal. And I say to you, if you're pursuing a college degree, are you a success after you receive the degree? After you receive the master's, after you receive the PhD? Or are you a success while you are studying for it? I think we need to understand that the progressive realization of a worthy ideal is in itself success. So whatever we're pursuing on a day-to-day basis, that is what makes us successful. That is what defines us as individuals. And I think it comes back down to what we've been always talking about. The journey. Success is your journey. Who you become on the road to your success is the most important thing. Who you become. And how do we become who we desire to be? It's through our habits. It's through our daily practices. It's through our routines. So once we cultivate these things and we are strong with these things, then we will be rewarded outwardly for the success we've already been manifesting inwardly. Notice this video has no cuts. It's one of the realest videos I've ever made because it's coming from my heart. Let's get down to the activity that I was planning for you guys today. Now this is your action plan. Get a piece of paper and write at the top of that paper, action plan. Done. I want you to select 5 things. No, as a matter of fact, under action plan, write your definite major purpose. What is it that your life comes down to? What do you want to achieve in your life? Your big purpose, your big goal, your target. What do you want to become? Is it that you want to start a huge chain of restaurants? Is it that you want to become I don't know, just off the top of my head, you want to become the fittest version of yourself? Since we're talking about goals here, you want to be a homeowner by X age. You want to be financially stable by X age. Write at the top of that paper your definite major purpose. This can be as lofty as you want it to be. This can be as big a dream as you want it to be. Just write it down. We need to have a plan. Step 2, under that, I want you to select 5 things. Select 5 things that you will do every single day. Every single day, barring none, that will lead to the realization of that goal. Now let me just give you an example. A couple years ago, I decided that I wanted to be the most physically fit version of myself. Yes? I mean, it's not a bad it's not a bad thing to want, you know, to look in the mirror and take off your shirt and look sexy. Ooh, baby. It's not a bad thing to want. So I wrote at the top of that paper, the most physically fit version of myself. I'm saying this per se. Then under that, what will I need to do to reach this? Let's say 1, drink a gallon of water per day. 2, get the minimum of 30 minutes exercise every day. 3, get at least 8 hours of sleep. 4, don't overeat. 5, do intermittent fasting. You see, 5 things that you do every day that comes back down to how I deal with my body. I know it sounds simple, but once you begin to sit down and you start to brainstorm, you will realize that it will be very hard to find 5 disciplines. If you can't find 5, suffice with 2. And this will begin the discipline every day in moving toward your dream. You are already a success. Listen, you are already a success once you've written 2. Because after you've written 2, at the bottom of that paper, I want you to write a thank you note and a date. Are you following me? Write a thank you note and a date. I thank myself for doing this, for doing X and X, for X and X amount of days, and now I'm happy and grateful that I'm reaping the rewards. What this will do, it will ensure that you keep your commitment to you. Because each and every day when you look at that paper and you see the thank you note, it will remind you that you have a mission to complete. And I don't know what it is about human beings. Once we are mission driven, once there's a target, once we are moving towards something, we are unstoppable. And always remember that what the mind of man can conceive, the mind of man can achieve. It all starts here. It all starts here. So change this and your situations will change. So decide to value today. Decide that those 5 things or those 2 things or that one thing that you will do each and every day, you will start that cycle of discipline. You will begin not to look at tomorrow and visualize tomorrow while neglecting today. You will realize that success is the progressive realization of a worthy ideal, and that each day counts, each hour counts, each minute counts. How are you spending your time? Discipline is your freedom. Now, let's cut the crap. Let's cut all the time wasting. Let's focus our minds on what we need to achieve, and let's get there. This is Sadiki saying, peace to you.